What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another review of Rebel Season 1, Episode 5, Black Not Blue. Listen, this show is kind of pissing me off. This show is like, I ain't gonna say, this show is like, it's serious, but it's not as serious. You know, the tone is very serious, but Shots Fires is like right here, and this is like right here for real. But they the same. And I mean, and I'm not saying like they not good shows, but I'm saying in the sense that, you know, Shots Fired, as soon as you look at it, it really makes you pissed off. Now, at this moment in time, I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting up to that level with you know, BT. This is BT Shots Fired, and let me tell you something, it's pissing me the fuck off, just like Shots Fired is pissing me off too, because both shows, you know, are showing exactly what goes on when people of black, brown, minorities, whatever, get shot by cops and unjustly get shot by cops, and how they try to cover the shit up. You know, I'll say Shots Fired is a little more, that's what it is. That's what I'm looking, a little more realistic. But this show has a lot of bit of the elements of, you know, truth and stuff that goes into, mixed in with some exaggerated things and all that shit. You know, like the road cop trying to go off on her own, and, you know, all of a sudden she want to be a PI and all that shit. But it's still cute. It's still cute. It still catch my attention. Listen, this episode, did you catch last week though? And I forgot to put that in my video. Last week when the episode comes on and they were talking about April Somerville, whatever, being shot and killed in her house, and the detective that was questioning Rebecca, aka Rebel, and she was a Native American, giving her all this lip and shit. You know? And I said I was loving the fact that Rebecca had to check her. Okay, like, bitch, these people fucked your people over too. So what you talking about? I said, check that hoe, because she must have forget. She needs to get back one with the land or some shit, because something going on in your face, alright? But anyway, this episode, you know, we still continuing on this theme, trying to get out what happened to Malik. And we see how much this corruption is running deep. And it is called Black Not Blue. And it's literally, I want to say I kind of feel bad for Charles, who is the, you know, lieutenant or chief or whatever. He's trying to become chief, and that's his whole thing. And he wants to be promoted to chief. He does not want, you know, them to bring in a civilian to become the chief of police. Okay. And this whole shooting with Malik and this controversy, it has come at the wrong time, okay? Let it would have came earlier or after he got chief, it would have been fine. Now his job is in jeopardy. Well, this promotion is in jeopardy because every move that he make is going to determine whether or not he's going to get chief or stay in a position that he's in. And, you know, he has this internal struggle as to, should I do the right thing, which is call these cops out, or should I just blue over everything first? Okay, I have to protect my own, my brotherhood, this gang that we have right here, which is called the police. Okay, and it's so messed up because he is so closely related to the people that's going on. He took Rebecca in, you know, he's known her since she was a kid, all right, and he knows the history of the family. He is friends with the whole family, and to have to, you know, sit back and not really do anything, and I feel in a way, I don't care. I feel in a way, I understand he wants this. It's like he's putting his job ambitions ahead of everything, and he's like scared of these folks or whatever. It always be that way, and I can't stand it. Like, we just need one or two or three people to step up and to come out and say, yes, this happened, yes, they were wrong, and he's at the top, and that would set a precedent, you know what I'm saying? But no, instead of being that voice, he wants to sink back in the background and he wants to play along with everybody else. Okay, he claims he's on the side of justice, but you're covering up. What you are really doing is helping cover up this crime. You know, he's sitting there with the council monitor, and you know, the red hair lady. If y'all ever watched Devious Maze, they used to come on Lifetime. I'm mad they canceled it. I have to go back and look at the last couple of seasons though. That's her from there. You know, the rich lady. I loved her on there. But she was coming at him like, I need proof. What happened to the dashboard cameras? Okay, we gonna have to get it. The tech gotta fixing and all this stuff. Okay, so what happened to the body cams? None of the officers had their body cams on. No, we also gotta fix that and scramble it and all that stuff. And I'm sitting here like, what? Then come to find out, none of the officers had their body cams on at first. That's what they're saying. And then, they taking forever to get the dash cams. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is going on really? Why? Like, this is exactly why the police department has the corruption that it has and has the mistrust of the people, because you have good cops scared to come out and say stuff, and then you have the higher ups protecting the bad cops instead of getting them asses off the street, so we won't have this stuff going on within the department, so we won't have this mistrust. You would think that would be the simplest thing to do, okay? This person fucked up, get them off the force so we can gain back the trust of the community, so we can gain back this good standing with people, period. But no, we're gonna protect them because it's the blue over everything. And that's exactly what Charles is doing. We got the white guy, the chunky white guy coming at him, trying to, he's just so insensitive about the whole thing. Well, they didn't have no body cams on, and that's what it is. And hey, that keeps us out the clear and all this stuff. First, he lied and said he didn't talk to April. Then, come to find out, he did talk to April, and he put that shit off to the side like he wasn't fucking nothing. And I'm just sitting here like, this don't make no sense, okay? No sense. When they finally get the dashboard cams or whatever, they looking at what happened, the shooting. And it's so messed up, and because the way that the cameras were positioned and the cars was positioned and the people, it's almost as if the cops deliberately stood in front of the car, in front of the camera, so that they couldn't really see the clear shooting, because I couldn't tell what the hell was going on. Had I not seen the shit from the first episode and I would have just looked at the dash footage or whatever, I wouldn't have known what was going on. Okay, it would have looked like a clean shoot or whatever, because they were standing in a way where you trying to block what was going on. Like, you couldn't really tell if he had a gun in his hand, if he reached down or anything. All you saw was the cops shooting. Okay, and once again, he's being so insensitive about it. The white guy, Renee, comes up there. He wants to get justice for his son. He's talking to Charles and saying, you know what? I want to see the footage. I'm going to stand up in here until I get it. Charles was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. You can't do that. He was like, fuck it, bitch. It's public property outside. I will stand out there my damn self and wait until you give me this information. His ass is out there getting drunk. Okay? Rebel had to come out there and tell him, Daddy, chill the fuck out. Take his flask or whatever. He is having a scene. I'm like, you are about to get arrested in front of the police station. You put public intoxication. But, Mac is out there watching. Rebel comes up. Then we see Bryant. No. They bringing in another arrest, and it's a black guy. And Renee is like, I got your back, and all this stuff. Next thing you know, I think he was trying to pull him, or he was trying to go forward towards the guy that was arrested. And here comes Brian and all them other ones trying to push him back. And here go Brian, the one with the mustache. He was trying to swing on me. He swung on me. I said, that nigga didn't swing on you. Okay? And he was like, y'all up here killing my son. It was like, your son got killed because he was this and that. And it was just so fucking rude. Okay? So rude. They don't care. And I'm sitting here like, this is the attitude that a lot of these cops do have. Alright? And I'm just like, oh my God, you can't get nowhere with this shit. Earlier, he was talking to his lawyer, who was trying to say that we got some good points and we got some good evidence or whatever to take to trial and all this stuff. And then Charles come out there, take Renee to the to get a drink or whatever, and saying, they're gonna come at you with an offer, and I feel at this point that you should. First of all, you butter him up, trying to make it seem like you're finna be on his side. You're talking about the history that y'all have, but then you throw out there that you're trying to protect you essentially trying to protect the fucking police department from this scandal in yourself. And that's why, Renee called him a house nigga. You a house nigga. And I said, yep, because that's exactly how you fucking acting, because you can't fucking stand up and you doing everything that Massa fucking says, okay? Massa said protect the company, protect the black and blue, protect the blue, and that's exactly what you gonna do. And I'm just sitting here like, this is trash and this is crazy. So Councilman, at that point, come to find out, April did have her body cam on, and, they went on ahead. The white guy came and gave him the footage of it, okay, and he was like, do whatever with it what you must, but you better think about what you do, okay. And he watched it, and you could see that April did not shoot. And not only that, you saw Brian, aka Mustache, come over there and say, you know what we had to do. And he cut it off before they finished anything else. Put it in the envelope and locked it in his drawer. And I said, you know what? This is fucked up. Did he show anybody else? No. The councilwoman, the council monitor came out there and said, okay, we looked at the body cam, the dash cam and everything. And, you know, it was clean and everything. And it was nice doing business with you. And I'm glad this thing's worked out this way. I'm sitting here like, oh, this is irritating me. Because I want them to get caught so bad. I want everything to come out so bad. Like, it's just irritating me. Like, they're looking at this boy getting shot. You're looking at your fellow police officer crying over her son, not over her brother. And you have no sympathy for the fact that her family member has just been killed. But you're more so concerned about protecting the cops who did it instead of offering sympathy or empathy to your fellow man. Like, that shit was fucked up. I just don't get that mentality, but it is what it is on that one. And you know, Rebel out here doing her own investigation into the case, and you know, kind of find out April, she had a clean jacket until 2 years ago, and that's when she started. 2 years ago was when she started working with Vaughn, okay, and we found out that Vaughn had some reports of, you know, excessive force and things of that such, and we found out that some guy had filed a charge against him, but then he dropped the charges, and that's what they found out the dude name was Diego Pereira, and, you know, kind of find out this is Texas. Okay, this is the Texas that Malik went to the party to, and Malik got the cocaine from. So they trying to get all this information. Child, Chyna went up in that police station and pulled some rank and stuff up in there. I said, come on, Chyna. She was doing her thing up in there. Okay, but you know, Rebel was telling her, you got to hold back. Okay, I don't want you to do stuff by yourself because you know you're not qualified and all this stuff and safety reasons. But she eventually went on ahead and followed, you know, Hector, because to get some information out of Hector, Rebel fucked around and was looking like a crackhead extra from New Jack City, okay, trying to, you know, come in because Hector was on, you know, undercover duty or whatever. Jimmy in the back like, what the fuck is she doing? Get her out of there. Get her out of there. But she was playing the part, and she was just trying to tell Hector, I thought you said he wasn't throwing no more parties. I thought you said you didn't know who he was and all this stuff, and how come you ain't tell me about the parties? And he was lying about the last time he had a party, but then he came clean and said he's having one tonight because he's like a promoter. And so she got the information, and Chyna gets this information too. She telling him, okay? And so she finds out where the party was going to be at. And when Rebel comes up, she basically said, girl, why would you do this like this? Okay, it's not safe. And you really think that you qualify? You not a PI. You this just like when you wanted to be a vet and you wanted to be an archaeologist and all this anthropologist and all this stuff. I said, bitch, you ain't had to read her rights like that. She just wanted to help. Okay, she ain't had to help. She could have went back home and watched some TV, bitch. What are you doing? Okay. She go up into the club or whatever. She see old boy that she had to fight with in the second episode. Okay, that at the beginning, you know, and they're sitting there talking. He brings a drink or whatever to her, and I'm sitting here like, what's up in that? You know, I didn't think nothing about it. I didn't think nothing about it until it was like, Diego want to come see you. Dude got up like he wanna, he was finna go in there, and it was like, no, not you, bruh, her. So she called him out on some stuff, and he was like, I don't talk to no cops, okay? She was like, I ain't no cop. I just want to know what happened to my brother, you know, all this stuff. He went the fuck off, and he said some of the truest shit ever. He said, you know, after they was going back, and she was reading him his rap sheet, and, you know, you had this charge against Vaughn. Why did you take it back, and all this stuff? And he was like, you talking so much like a cop to not be a cop. She was like, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened, okay? And he was like, you want to know what happened to your brother? The police happened. The same thing that happens to black and brown men and minorities all the fucking time. The fucking police happened. That's what the fuck happened. Okay, and I said, shit, that hit me. That did something to me because that was the truest shit ever. That was the realest shit ever. I said, you know what? Gotcha. Okay, so they talking and all this shit, bitch. She leaves out and she passes the fuck out. I said, they done drugged her goddamn drink. This don't make no sense. Girl, she woke up in her house and she looking like, how the fuck did I get here? Her gun on the thing. And I'm just like, what's going on? How'd she get there? Child, when she go to the bathroom trying to wash her face and stuff, she sees some writing on her chest and she opens it up and it says back off. And I was like, oh shit. My thing is, I think Texas is working with the cops or has a deal going on with the dirty cops. And that's what's happening. You know, he's connected somehow. And if she keeps digging, she's going to fuck him up and fuck them up. And most likely, all the stuff is going to lead back to the dirty cops. And that's not what they want to happen. And I think they got him on some shit. And that's why he got to work with them. But if I missed some shit, put it down in the comments. This was a good episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling. I'll see y'all later. Peace. One more thing I almost forgot. Mac was at the nursing home with his mama. He wanted Rebel to see what's going on with his mama and this nurse or this guy that, you know, she done gave the daddy watch to and all that stuff. Kind of find out he said he wet a watch for her and he turns it in the desk before he leaves. He never takes it out. And then the receptionist lady was like, yeah, but he got some little funny stuff. This patient left him money and, you know, it's interesting or whatever, you know. And so she put this brooch on the mama, you know, trying to, and it's like a speaker, whatever, a mic or whatever, and she trying to follow and see what's happening. The dude come down, take the mama to this room, and she was like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this all week. And you saw how she was licking her lips. I said, all right, you getting that young peen? Okay, because y'all know some shit like that be going on in the nursing home, okay? Child, trust, okay? You have to really vet this shit out. And all of a sudden you hear these kissing and laughing and stuff, and Rebel was like, oh, hell no, busting the door. And she was in there on a date with her little boyfriend, who is an older gentleman just around her age too. And dude was like, you know, people think that these, you know, people here in the nursing home, just because they're older, they don't need companionship and all this stuff, and they deserve that, and that's what he was giving them. I said, oh, all right. And when she told Mac this, Mac came up there and told her boy, I don't give a fuck what you say, but if my mama leave you anything, I'm gonna fuck your ass up, okay? I was like, oh shit, Mac. You know, you still on my shit list, but, you know, way to show concern for your mom, I'll give you that. But that was basically it. I almost forgot that. Okay? Y'all tell me how y'all feel for real this time. Peace.